This is Harsh Rules. I'm Ben Harsh, and today we're going to talk about 4,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody, for subscribing to the channel. Whether you've been here from the very beginning or you just subscribed yesterday, welcome. And usually with these updates, what I do is I'll talk a little bit about the channel, what's going on behind the scenes. So today I want to talk about game complexity and what we offer on the channel. So I think maybe a month or so back we've had some comments and people saying like, why are you wasting your time doing this game? We need you focused on the more difficult games and vice versa. There have been people been like, don't do a 5-part series on Liberty or Death because I don't like that game, and I'd rather have you doing 5 new games that I do want to play rather than just the one. So you have both sides, right? So I wanted to address that a little bit. I think with this channel we want to service both communities. So we want the folks that have just bought a board game, are really excited but a little scared, and they open it up and they get the rule book and they don't realize it's really 40 pages of dense text. Or even if there's a lot of pictures and it's just not clear, we want a place for those people to go. And the goal behind that is, from a hobbyist standpoint, you want to make sure you always have your gateway completely open and accepting new people to come in. It's good for the hobby. It's good for those more complex games, which I'll get to in just a moment. So when those folks come in, they get their first couple games under their belt, and they're going to grow and they're going to learn and develop taste. They're going to develop, preferences, and they're going to look out for more challenges. And I think that is when we service them on the more challenging end of things. I know we got a group of people that love everything that GMT puts out. They just don't love the rule books. They want help getting started up and running as quickly as possible. And we want to service those folks as well. The challenge is, you've got to balance both. So from the guy who cranks them out, the easiest ones are obviously the entry level. GMT games, foreign games, the games we've done from independent developers that do not have the full benefit of a giant Hasbro studio that backs them up with everything they're doing. It's like 2 or 3 guys doing the whole game themselves. Those are a little more challenging. There's a lot more, especially a GMT game like one of those great asymmetric coin games. Those take an enormous amount of energy, not just to learn it, but to find out the best way to teach it and to get it out to you guys so that you can, when I develop one of those, you're going to learn from all the mistakes I've made, and I'm going to cut all that out. So you're going to get, like, this is what this piece is for, this is what you do, this is how you set it up, this is how you get started, this is the mindset you want to be in as you learn the rules. All of that comes at a price on my part and time to be able to build these out. So that's why you'll see like a GMT game, because they are very complex. Don't let the marketing fool you. Every GMT game, I swear, every game in particular, they always these little fake meters on the box. I don't have one right here, but there's a little fake meter, and always have a little arrow like this is an easy game, and this is a medium game, and this is a really hard game. I never see anything that says it's a really hard game. And maybe there's one out there, I just haven't seen it yet, where it's like, buckle up, this one's hard. You can pretty much, unless you're a hardcore board gamer, you can pretty much guarantee that those things will lie to you by one level. So if it's easy, it's still going to be some work. If it's medium, it's much more difficult. And, that's kind of how you look at those. So that's what we're looking at for Harsh Rules going forward, making sure that we service both those communities, whether you're the new player or you're the experienced player. New players, trying to get them up to speed, get them into the hobby. Existing players, quality of life, trying to make sure that they can expedite getting a game to the table, learning it themselves. I know a lot of people that use this channel Like they'll send a link to all their friends. Hey, I want to play this weekend, and they'll all watch the video so they're kind of geared up and they can come in, and that's really cool. So we want to make sure that we provide that. But once again, I don't want to go on too long on this video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Looking forward to your feedback in the comments section. You know, as always, I love to hear from you guys on like which games you're playing, what you want to play. I mean, I wish I could do them all, but you know, it's a matter of I just can't get them out fast enough to keep up with you. So bear with me as we'll work through and get these guides out for you guys to learn how to play the games as fast as possible. So once again, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.